Hello, Divine One. You are right on time. You are right on time for whatever magic is about to be co-created here, now. So in that spirit, I ask you to just check in with yourself now, to close your eyes, to take a breath in, and to ask yourself, is this for me? And do you feel expanded? Does it feel like curiosity? Do you feel almost a playfulness? And that is really the word that they're wanting me to use here, a playfulness, a curiosity, a sense of more. Or do you feel discomfort, anxiety, restriction, constriction? Do you immediately start wondering if there's enough time? That in itself is its own little indicator of a lot of stuff. If time is always a factor, do I have enough time? But check in with yourself, and if you feel that this is for you, then choose it. Give it your attention, your focus, your energy, and allow that which is occurring to occur. Because if this video has found you and you feel that it is for you, then there is magic in it, should you choose it to be for you too. Okay, I don't know what's going to come through today. I had a lot of downloads for you guys, but then my life sort of stepped in as it does. And while I remember some of them, I try not to force them through. It's if they're meant for now, they kind of come through. I've learned that that is the best way to be, really. And yeah, so there is a reminder in that for us. Sometimes we get information or we discover something, and it's so magical that our first instinct is to share. And while that is beautiful, sometimes we're actually meant to sit in the magic, just us, for a little bit. 2, 3, 1. And I'm seeing this as doing things in a different way. It's not doing anything differently, it's just in a different way. Because I'm just hearing cosmic magic at play, but they're also playing on the words here. So I think this is going to be an interesting channeling for you guys, for me too. So what I'm being called to say at this time is that there really is an unfolding of you occurring. And the imagery, it starts off really, really pretty. I think it's the 9 of Pentacles in the Muse Tarot, where there's this spiral. But I'm seeing like a rose, like a spiral of roses in your heart space. And it's almost like your heart is, it's called a bouquet of roses. And they're all beautiful and blooming. And beneath that is something even more beautiful, even more special. But we're used to this beautiful bouquet of roses that is our identity. And each of these petals represents something that was for you but isn't anymore, or something that you thought was true for you or that isn't anymore. It's something that is comfortable, it's something that is known, it's something that's kept you safe for very, very, very long. But now it's time for it to go. And each of those petals almost has an attachment to ego. Right? There is a memory, there is a history, there is a story, there is poetry even written about the stuff that you have experienced. There's history, right? There's memory, there's pain, there's everything, right? There's everything that you thought was you. And now you're hearing and you're realizing and you're feeling more and more that that's not true, that there is more to you beyond what you now know. At 444, this is coming through, and this is truly the foundation of surrendering and letting go to the truth that we thought was true. because it is beyond ego death. It is beyond ego death, but you have to realize that it comes as ego death first. Ego death is merely the acceptance and the detachment from the identity that you thought was you, and all the emotions and beliefs and thought paradigms and the history that is sort of encompassed with that. So this is truly you allowing the petals to fall away. What I'm seeing, like I said, the pretty picture is this beautiful bunch of roses, and the roses are dying, and the petals are starting, they want to fall, like it wants to naturally fall away, but the attachments that are still there are keeping everything there. So it's almost like you can't go back. This is what this imagery is, and I'm getting chills as I say this. You can't go back. Once you became aware of the truth began to no longer remain forever in bloom, or the illusion. The truth is that we don't know the truth. The truth is that many things will remain unknown to us in these bodies while we are having this human experience. The truth is that the truth is different for everyone. The truth is that whatever you choose to be true for you is the truth. And your reality will reflect that truth to you. If it is of high vibration, it will be pleasant, right? If the truths that you attach to are really for you, your experience will be more and more and more pleasant. If the truths that you attach to are actually not for you, then your reality is going to reflect more and more to you where you are not free of what truths you're holding on to that are not for you. It's how it works. Not because I say it is, or not because I want it to be like that, because it is. It's one of the sort of universal truths that many of us are now really, really waking up to. It's why we're in this playful space. And their emphasis on play here, friends, because they want you to approach this with play, with curiosity, so that you do not judge yourself. I don't know why today of all days I'm really being called to, you can't, my finger is going to the other side, but to the red suitcase in the back there. And I just heard, like, it's time to sort of paint the town red, to do what you feel called to do without fear of judgment, without needing to know. So this is how I'm just hearing how you reach that point of communication with yourself where you can let all the things that you thought, and the ways of thinking, and the ways, like your inner dialogue, I'm just hearing a true coming to stillness. It's not just necessary, but it's coming, you are bringing it in for you. I'm seeing that as you allow each of these petals, or the remnants of a beautiful bouquet, to fall away, and this is very much representative of ego death for me, of attachment to the stories themselves. This is truly where you are liberating yourself, and only you can do that. Only you can choose to do this, to experience this, to allow this to occur. And they're saying this because this is not necessarily a good feeling thing all the time, right? Everything is how we allow it to be, and ego death can be as painful as we choose it to be, or how attached we allow ourselves to hold on to the things that aren't for us, and the stories that aren't true, and the identities and the dreams and the everything, really. Triple one, as this is coming through, the longer we allow ourselves to hold on like clinging koala bears, we will experience discomfort, the ego death, the natural falling away, because this is a natural process, friends. This is happening for you, with you, because you designed it that way, and there is no going back. The truth of you is here to play. It's patient, there's no rush, and there is, I'm just hearing so much divine support, protection. I'm hearing compensation, but I'm hearing, compensation is, I love the word compensation because it just means anything, really. Like anything good, anything that is for you. Compensation could be getting a phone call from somebody you really wanted to hear from at 11:11 as that's coming through. So I wouldn't be surprised if that is the case for some of you. But yeah, that compensation is anything. It's not monetary. It's not, compensation could just be a feeling. Compensation could be a confirmation. Compensation could be a conversation. Don't limit what compensation is. I'm just being called to bring this up for your awareness, for your curious exploration. Okay. I'm being told to bring out the cards. 1144, as I say that, and that for me is very much the collective number, and I always get such a good feeling when I'm told to bring the cards out at that time or that number or that frequency, because I know that there's so much, and I can feel it, there's so much magic at play. Okay, friends, so if that resonates with you, my name is Angela. I channel source consciousness daily through for you guys, and things can get a bit messy. I'm far from perfect, and I am very grateful for it. So if my quirk has not scared you away, then I ask you please to ground yourself with your breath in this magical now, with me, with us, with source, with you, and with all the magic that is at play here. Breathing in fully to capacity and pausing for a moment at your heart center, at the source of you, at your light, before fully surrendering on each exhale. Breathing at your own pace, opening to receive on the inhale, softening to surrender on each exhale. Very interesting energy, friends. Okay, and bottom energy, Knight of Swords. I really love this for you guys. There's one face down card, which I'm going to pull. The Star. Really, really love this for you, friends. Say this at 911. Okay. So the energy of this is honestly, like when I said that source, and I'm getting such chills here. When I said that source is with you, supporting you, I'm essentially saying that you are with you, supporting you. But it is, I promise you, friends, if you could feel what I'm feeling, you would know. You would know how protected, supported, guided, just beyond that, even beyond what you are experiencing. Oh, I'm getting such confirmation here. Beyond what you are experiencing in your 3D, like you are celebrated, cheered, supported. You're like, this has come through before, that you're a celebrity in the quantum, you're a celebrity in the wherever in the 5D. I can't remember the exact message, but this is really coming through here, friends. Like, oh, it's wonderful. And this is why not why, but it's all perfectly designed. You designed it that way. You are perfectly right on time, and everything is exactly as it is meant to be in this dimension and in every dimension. Okay? Exactly as it is. So pause this video if you need to for a moment. 1444. Pause this video if you need to for a moment. Just truly pause into your existence and your truth and your everything as it is, and know that it is perfect. even the things your human deems other or not perfect or in alert, just everything is perfect. Okay. That is a truth that you can choose. It is also a truth that you can choose not to accept or play with right now. Yeah, let's go with that. Because there's no shame, blame, or guilt. There is no right or wrong. There is what is for you now. And if that is not for you now, then it is not for you now. What I am hearing is that the more and more you trust that the now you and everything that the now contains, everything that the now is, everything that the now is reflecting to you, everything known to you in the now, if you choose to know and trust that it is perfect, then the now you can choose from perfection what the now you wants to do or be or play. Because there's nothing to fix. This is really you at a point, at a juncture where you choosing you more and more is your liberation. And I say that because at the bottom here I have the King of Wands, that the cards that popped out all together, the Hanged Man, the Death and Rebirth card, the Ace of Pentacles. I'm actually going to read it in reverse, strangely enough. I don't usually do that. And the Devil card, but I'm really feeling called to here, friends. I'm sorry, I see that there's a light like over there, and yeah, sorry if that is a little bit annoying. Okay, so you choosing you is you choosing you in its entirety, like in your entirety. Choosing you fully is not something that you have done yet fully. You have been choosing you more and more. You have been seeing the reflections of these choices. You have been feeling and experiencing more and more synchronicities and just more and more magic and miracles. I imagine, if this video has found you, I imagine that to be true. Because if that weren't true for you, you probably would have left this video quite a while ago. And that's the beauty of however all of this works. I don't need to know. I just get to trust and play. And you, my friends, are really being called to trust and play, not just now, not just today, every day. The other cards at the bottom are the Star and the Temperance. I find that really, really beautiful and interesting, because bringing things into balance like throws things out of balance, but in a different way. So that the out of balance that I'm seeing here is with the Star, with your cup overflowing, with there just being so much more magic, more bliss, more than ever before, that the future now you will find it truly, truly difficult. And I'm being told that the now yous will experience this more and more as well. So it's really leading up to this moment, but there really is where the magic is no longer magical, because it's everything. Everything is magical. And I know that is a message that has come through, but here it's being developed a little bit more. The magic, right, is in the mundane. We're being called to really, really experience magic in the mundane. But the magic that they are referring to, that magic, it is not the mundane. It is not that type of magic. But you bring it in by finding magic in the mundane. I hope this is making sense. It's the best way that I can put into words and what they're giving me, and in everything feeling. It's not just in my mind's eye. It's I'm hearing, I'm feeling, and I'm seeing, and it's so beautiful and so magical. And I kind of, my human is going like, oh, I just want to be there now. And and as that came through for me, they came through, you are there now. For me, for you, if you choose it. But you bring it in more and more. It can't, the reality that we are working with, while instantaneous, while time doesn't exist, it's not that the story, it has to appear real, both real and a little magical to others. If we were able to, which I imagine in some ways, because they're not giving me that, we're not, and they're kind of pushing me to paint this picture, this whole picture, so I'm going to. If we were to truly believe that when we made a choice, there would be a immediate reflection, then it would be in some way or form for us. But I'm hearing that because you are a sacred mirror for others to see and experience the truth, and ergo where they are not free in their reality, or just where they are not free, it has to happen in a reality that is real for everyone. So while time doesn't exist and magic is not limited to time, it is going to adhere as much as it has to. It is going to adhere as much as it has to the concepts of time for the human. Okay. And I'm hearing that they wanted that to come through because the echoes of the past now use choices are still very present in your reality, and maybe present for a while still, as the now you gets more comfortable. Okay, so things are going to happen as quickly as you allow them to, but also as fast as you allow them to, within the illusion of time passing. Okay, friends, so coming back to the Devil, the Hanged Man, the Death and Rebirth, and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Really confirmation on that. The more you allow yourself to feel trapped, the more you allow yourself to play in paradigms of fear and not knowing what to do, you're beyond not knowing what to do. You're like, I don't care what I need to do in the future. What does the now me feel like doing? What does the now me feel like doing? What does the now me choose to do? And go from there. This is truly what you're being called to do. I'm getting huge confirmations here. This is really where you step into your role as an alchemist. And you as an alchemist are here to play in the now. Fully present, fully aware, fully conscious, fully connected, or fully disconnected from the brain. Like the brain is just a tool that houses your experiences, your memories, and anything else you choose. You can choose for knowledge to remain. You can sometimes choose to make knowledge leave, but your brain is a tool. It's a machine. It's the computer. It's the internet. Your brain is the internet. It's like a search engine. And you know that when you're connected to the internet, there's a lot of stuff that like comes through, spam and this and that. And think of these, like your thoughts as spam, unless you feel the resonance in your heart space. So you get to use your brain. Oh, I want to recall this memory for this purpose. You're using the internet. You're using your brain, which is the search engine, and then you're accessing the everything of you. But not just you, the everything of everything, should you choose for that to be true for you. So it's learning to work with your hardware, friends. It's learning to work with your hardware. It's learning to let's see what's coming through here. Okay. It's learning to let's say have a little bit of a meltdown. Let's say you have a tower moment and you cry and you have some you time, some release time. There's no need to stay there. Like I'm just hearing like a shift, like the now you chooses how you feel, what you choose to embody, what you choose to be, really. Your frequency is your being. It's what you're choosing to be. It's not what you're thinking. It's not how your life looks. It's not your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your daughter, or that one's my human raised its little head there. It's not. It is, if those are the things that feel good for you. Like if spending time with this person is what you choose to do, it's what makes you happy. 26, and then I saw 26, 29. So I'm just hearing things are really going to be shifting around. Stepping out of duality is coming through, and the 2 and the 9 is also 11, and I'm hearing the illumination of you more and more and more and more. Okay. So you are really being called to forget everything. To forget how you used to do things. And choose what the now you wants, and what the now you wants, and what the now you wants, and what the now you feels called to, step for step for step. And this is the only way to truly devote to you in your entirety, is to choose you always, and to trust that by choosing you, the source of you, who is source, that source will reflect source, you will reflect and divinely compensate you for choosing you. Part of this is really, really waking up from the illusion that you are the most important thing for you. And what you think, feel, desire is all that matters. That being said, what you choose to feel, believe, etc., 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 matters for everybody else, in the sense that if you are in resistance to your truth, the magic that others are waiting to receive from you will be delayed. And I'm also hearing that's absolutely, perfectly okay. Divine timing is always at play. But this message that you've got something that nobody else has got, and they're ready for it, they're praying for it, they're wondering where it is, it's okay. Those people will find it from whoever. It's all okay. This is not to guilt you. I mean, if it does, there's something to look at. This is not to make you feel bad or to judge you. There is no judgment here. You cannot be late, ever. You are always, always right on time, even if it may feel late to you. Everything circles back. And it just means, well, it doesn't really mean anything, but it can mean many things should you choose it to mean anything at all, which is that you just get to play in a little bit of a paradigm and experience more and more magic, because you will experience more and more, and then you will choose more and more magic, choose you more and more, and then you will be exactly where you were meant to be. This is coming through very strangely. Let me just take a moment and pause into this, because I'm not quite putting to words what they're showing me. Okay. Your choices are portals. This is not news. This is the truth. Whatever paradigm you choose to play in is perfectly perfect for you. At this time, but always. You are always divinely right on time and divinely aligned, even if you are out of alignment. So if you choose to play in a paradigm that isn't for you, you chose it that way. You designed it that way. There is nothing wrong. Time is not linear. So something circling back, I know for some people can be triggering in the sense that, like, oh, I had to wait. I didn't make it the first time. 111 or 311 is coming through. I didn't make it the first time. There was no first time. There is no last time. There is just when you do, when you choose to, and whenever that is, will be perfect. Just because other people are waiting for you doesn't mean that that's a bad thing. Maybe they need to wait. Maybe the amount of time that they actually need to wait for them to receive whatever magic, it will be the exact amount of time that it takes you to truly reach the place within yourself to choose you fully, completely, and always, in every now moment. Trusting, knowing, playing, being. This is the way of the new human, which you are, should you choose to be, and the way of being in the new earth. And this is also the way we bring in new earth frequency. We anchor the light through our alchemy. And that is what is really, really going on here, friends. I will pull some cards from either the archetype or the alchemy deck, I'm not sure. But you are keeping some stuff, like this reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. The longer you play in these paradigms, Source cannot bring things into your reality. Source can only meet you where you are at and what you are choosing. So if you are choosing, and I'm really hearing here that the longer you choose to hold on to the paradigm, sorry, I'm struggling to pick up the cards. The longer you choose to hold on to the paradigm, there we go. See, emphasis there for you, friends. This card was sticking. It didn't want to come out. I was really struggling. I can normally do that with one hand. Would not happen. I don't know why. The longer you allow yourself to play in these paradigms, to feel that you are stuck, to think that you are doing anything wrong, to not choose you, to not feel free, to allow anything outside of you to affect you, to allow dependency on anything outside of you is coming through here, to require anything outside of you to be okay with you, I'm hearing too. Okay, so there are a lot, but this is this is a big collective. I don't even know how big this collective is, but it will be different for everyone, but the energy of it will be the same. It will be in a very lower vibrational, old thinking, fearing, problem solving, searching outside of oneself way of being. Okay, and the longer you play in that paradigm, the longer you are choosing to remain in this current cycle that you are in. And it's just the more you will stay, the more your reality will reflect to you that which is not true, so that you will eventually experience enough of it to see the truth and be okay with whatever ending or endings, and I'm hearing big ending and endings coming through for you. But more so, choosing to feel stuck, choosing to go outside of yourself is a way that your human gets to really make a low vibrational choice. It's like you are not trusting you. You are not trusting source. You are not you are not trusting the now. You are not trusting the magic of the now. You are not trusting you. And you are the source of everything. Even the now. You are the source of everything. You are the co-creative source of everything. But for you, you are the source of everything. For your reality, you create it. And if you continue to choose to not feel free, to not know that you are free, always, to not, there's just so much, and there's just so much here. I'm going to pull from the Alchemy deck. But yeah, these paradigms that are not for you, the longer you choose to play in them, Source cannot bring in and reflect everything that is actually ready for reflection in your reality, because you are blocking it with your belief system. So this card is in reverse. It's not that anything is being held back or withheld or anything is wrong. It's almost like pure science, friends. If you don't put the egg in the pot to boil and you just boil the water, there'll be no egg. Something actually has to be chosen. An action actually needs to be taken. There is something that and it's internal, of course. It's all internal. Nothing that you need to physically do. It's all here. Okay, let's see what's going to come through for you guys. Because this magic, like this overflowing, this bringing things into balance so that everything literally explodes out of balance into like it's like creating a new type of balance, like where imbalance is the new balance, but it's an imbalance of magic. I don't know. Okay. Lac virginis, virgin's milk. I'm being told to take one more. I am going to read from the book here. Okay. Interesting. Contra naturam, against nature. I feel the magic here. So I'm just going to read, because I really do believe that while there is magic in the imagery and stuff can come through, the book here contains so much magic. It is actually where the magic is for me. Okay, so I'm going to read the Virgin's Milk first. Hopefully it doesn't take me too long to find it. Right, there we go. Oh, sorry. There we go. Okay. Innocence, naivety, purity. In alchemy, lac virginis is a mythical substance supposedly coming from the virgin's breast. The alchemist asks, how can it be? How can milk come from one not carrying a child? That is precisely the nuanced teaching of lac virginis. When studied as an alchemical concept, it points to a lack of awareness or experience that the alchemist would rather not reveal. Yes, this milky substance is a symbol of purity and innocence, but its shadowed side is naivety and even denial. When the virgin's milk appears, discernment and honesty must be applied to the work. Is something being glossed over, rushed, or presented as perfect? There are likely complexities that need to be addressed so the alchemist can gain the maturity to handle what's next. Go deeper. Watch the 40-year-old virgin. To ponder. Patience as a remedy. Also made me laugh. I'm turning 40 this year. 4 is a very relevant number for me, I think, too. Okay, the lac virginis archetype can be seen in child prodigies and those expected to grow up too quickly. It is remedied by admitting exactly where you are at. Humor and humility help. Just one drop of lac virginis can be medicinal. It can help the alchemist act as if know your measure. Okay, so I'm very much also brought to this like against nature, right? Like how can the breast, what did they say here? How can milk come from one not carrying a child? So this against nature thing is really, really relevant, and it's coming through so strongly. And I'm going to, at the end, speak about the King of Wands in relation to the Knight of Swords, because I've got something for you guys there. Okay, next we have against nature. Oh, almost there, friends. It's like, no, where is it? Sorry. Okay, I think we're almost there. There we go. Willfulness to force or control. On some level, we all know when we are going against nature. We recognize it in feelings of impatience and agitation that arise when trying to force certain outcomes. The Contra Natrum card arrives to remind the alchemist they cannot control the uncontrollable. Nature has its way, enveloping us in a wild narrative that we can collaborate in but not dictate. No matter our efforts to manage every aspect of our lives, the mess ensues. Spring is soggy. The lotus requires mud. People do what they do. This card heeds a warning not to fight the flow of Mother Nature or of destiny. Once we loosen the grip of what we think life should look like, a whole new realm of possibilities awakens. Now is the time to be radically open to what nature has in store for you. Go deeper, watch the Talking Heads music video, Nothing But Flowers, to ponder what we resist persists. I mean, that's essentially your reality reflecting the same thing back to you over and over and over again, right? What you resist persists. Be mindful this card appears with the Saturn or the Iron card, which it didn't. Think of this card as trying to force a square peg into a round hole. There's likely a solution waiting for you to see it. Shake things up, dance, tell a joke, take a break. So I just want to say what's coming through here for me with the going against nature and the against nature card is that this is just huge. It's just beauty and confirmation, I think, for many of you. But also what I'm hearing for you is that the more you do choose you, like, Source will make miracles happen. It will go against nature. Okay, that's just that for me, that confirms that message for you that was coming through. Okay, so the King of Wands and the Knight of Swords, and then friends, this message will be all, and it's very, very long. So if you've made it to the end, leave me a, I don't know, last time I said a blue butterfly. Let's see. Leave me a sunflower. If you feel called to, and not for any other reason than you feel called to. For me, it's nice to know that my human likes to know, but it's I know that there are always people that watch to the end. I just don't know who, and I know a lot of you don't comment, and that's okay. I'm not a big commenter myself. Well, I have my moments. So it's just, for me, it's a nice way to get to thank you, because you are one of the sources, streams of consciousness that is here now, co-creating with me. And I find that often so much magic happens at the end. It's so fun. I always, in these videos, my human feels so expanded, so excited, so ignited by what comes through, and it's usually at the end. So that's actually why my human is asking, but only if you feel called to. Here, my friend, I'm being called to the Lion. Also the relevance of us being in the Lion's Gate portal, of you choosing you more and more, of your choices being amplified, magnified, of you being a magnet, truly what is for you. This is the conjunction, friends. It's like trusting you, choosing you, and trusting Source. It's the same thing. And Source is going to make miracles happen for you when you stand in your truth, when you stand in your light, when you are your authentic self. Choosing high frequency is also choosing your authenticity. You cannot choose high frequency if you're not being authentic. You cannot inauthentically choose high frequency. It just doesn't work that way, friends. It would, thank goodness it doesn't work that way. You can't fake frequency. You can't fake your frequency, and somebody else can't fake theirs. And you can't fake the feeling you feel to frequency. The frequency of others, the frequency of you. Sit in your own. When last did you sit in your own frequency? When last did you experience the magic of you? Free from the stories, free from the illusion. Just sit in the stillness, the magic of you. Because that is the truth of you. That calm, that breath, that, I don't know, that sunrise. What do you see when you are truly breathing fully and completely in stillness? What do you see? What do you feel? Okay, friends. I'm being told that is all for today. So thank you very much for co-creating this message with me, with us today. Have a beautiful, magical now. And thank you for choosing you more and more. I feel, and this is confirmed through my being, truly I feel your light shining brighter and brighter, more and more. Like I feel you. The only way that I can say this is I feel you pushing away the cocoon with your wings. I feel you pushing away your ego. I feel you pushing away the cocoon and releasing yourself into the unknown as you are now. Knowing that the now you is all that you need, or all that is needed for you to meet the now and create magic. Okay, have a beautiful, magical now. Bye-bye.